Welcome back. Today we are going to be building the base shape of our character today. So the concept art we drew yesterday, I'm going to show you how I import it into Maya and how I start building the shape on top of the imagery. So first, I want to push spacebar so I can go to these views. So I'm going to be using the front and the side views for my image plane. So we're going to start out with the front. So you want to go to view, go to image plane, and then import image. So then I'm going to drag this off. But what I do is I'm looking for the concept art that we made, that image, references, and then the image. So there's the image. And what I want to do is I want to line this front view, this is a front view, right kind of in the center. I want his feet to be right at the bottom, as you can see, of the grid. And then right in the center. The best I can do, you know, center him up like that. So he's good here. Now for the side view, if I like resize this or whatever, it's going to stay the same size if I just duplicate this image and just rotate it around. So I'm going to push... First, I'm going to do Control D to duplicate it. And then I'm going to switch to the rotate tool, which is E. And then I'm going to hold J and then turn it, because then it will snap when it turns. So I'm doing it about 90 degrees. So let me go over here. Hey, don't do that. Oh, okay. Huh, that's weird. Whatever, that's fine. Anyway, we rotated it this way. So we got the front. Wait, the front isn't. Yeah, the front is where it's supposed to be. The two dark lines in the center. Now the side view, we're going to go over to the side one. Nope, we're going to move it. So there we go. Sometimes you have to move it so you can see the grid pop over it. I'm going to move it this way, in this direction. And on here, I'm going to move the side view into the center. Best centered, you know, yeah, it looks pretty centered where the character is. We'll do it right there. And this we can move in this direction. If I move it in this way, it's going to change it from the front view. We don't want to move in that direction. We just want to move it back so we can start modeling right here in the center. All right, so I am probably going to start off with, you know, like a cylinder. You know, his body, you know, kind of round. Yeah. So then I'm going to open this up, push spacebar, and I'm going to go to the front view. Push spacebar again. And I'm going to try to match it with the image itself. And sometimes you want to be able to see through the object so you can see the image behind it. So, you know, I'll just start selecting verts. I'll use the R key for scale, and I would like to, instead of doing it from the center, because it's going to make it go in both directions. If you could see down here, let me move this up. Yeah, I could actually do it like this. All right. Yeah, let's move this stuff out of the way. And we'll also turn this side over here to X-ray so you can see through. But I don't want to scale it like this. I just want to scale it in the side view. And then over here, I could scale it like this from this side and move it back. So you're trying to move it in its window. You know, I'm doing something. I'm not a good explainer, but I'll kind of show and explain the best I can. I mean, you can go from the center if it, you know, works well from the front and the side view. It's just how it looks in both sides. They need to match up. So it's a lot of just maneuvering verts and edges. Just, yeah, it's just a lot of trial and error. So, but I will show you one quick thing. You want to turn on wireframe on so you can see the wireframe as well, because that's helpful in my opinion. When you get it on a you know, an area that, hey, this looks good, I'll go to face mode. I'll select the bottom faces. I'll hold control and then select the top ones so those aren't selected. But these bottom down here are. So I'll do control E to extrude. I'll extrude down. And then I just start, you know, adjusting things, making it match a little bit better, moving. And yeah, then I'll just go back to face mode again, select these, deselect those, control E, move up. And then I just kind of, yeah, just try to make it match the best I can. I know the imagery, it's probably not going to be exact on point, but you just try your best in matching it. And yeah. All right, so we got one of the arms built. As you can see, like the fingers probably don't line up exactly correct. And I use the perspective view a lot. But yeah, that's fine. But we're gonna duplicate this arm over, and then we're just gonna reposition the fingers how we want. So what I like to do for duplication, so tool settings, you know, that's fine. I want to move the center of this into the center of this grid, I guess. I mean, actually, I don't really think I have to do that. Let's find out. So I usually have my object selected. I go to mesh, mirror options, this little box right here. And I do a copy, world. It's going to be in the x-axis. Yeah, that's kind of my settings if you want to pause, take them. So merge. All right. So yeah, it went perfectly over. I didn't select the fingers, so the fingers didn't go over. It's just because this arm over here is a little bit different. So I'm just going to make some adjustments on this arm over here. All right, so I got the hands and the fingers how I want. Now, basically, I'm just building everything into their own shapes and pieces. So, you know, I'll do the drum, adjust it how it needs to be. Then the container that can, you know, he goes into, build that at separate piece, as well as the antlers and the little trinkets. I might make the trinkets not too detailed. I mean, they're just base shapes. I'm going to be taking this into ZBrush and sculpting the details. So I'll continue working on this, and yeah. So we have our character's base shape done. So yeah, that's how you make a base shape. I am going to prep it for ZBrush. So what I like to do when I want to prep my base shape is I like to smooth it a lot. And sometimes some objects needs holding edges, which I'll explain with this sash, for example. So I want to smooth this. I want to add a lot of polys, get it all ready for ZBrush. This is just personally what I like to do. Let's see here. I go to mesh and then I do smooth. Now, because I didn't add smoothing edge, not smooth, holding edges, it starts making it look round, too round, honestly. What I want to do is I want to add some holding edges. So insert edge loop. I'll start adding just a couple up here and a couple down here. And then I'm going to do the mesh. Where's the edit mesh? Oh my gosh, I just had smooth. There it is. It's still under, yeah, still under mesh. Go to mesh smooth. And now you can see, I'm going to press G because G means repeat the last action. G, when I'm smoothing, it holds that nice edge, which I like. So I'm going to go around this and I'm going to be adding, you know, some edges and then smoothing. For example, this mask, I want there to be a nice hard line right here by the edge here. And then going to mesh smooth. Oop, mesh smooth. And then G. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. Alright, so everything is smoothed and is ready for ZBrush. So in the next video, I will be showing you how to export your pieces and then how I import them into ZBrush, and then we can start sculpting from there. So subscribe so you can stay tuned for the next video, because we're just going to work on this character all the way to its finale. So I hope you enjoyed, and please share and like and subscribe.